Hi yogis, welcome to class. My name is Alessandra. I am an Osho ambassador and Vinyasa yoga teacher. I am currently pregnant, already 12 weeks along, so I'm ending my first trimester and entering the second trimester. So these classes that I'm doing for you during this period are great for those of you that are also pregnant that want to join a prenatal yoga class. And for those of you perhaps in the beginning of your yoga journey and want to come into Vinyasa, these are also great classes for you. So I want you to start with me at the top of your mat in Tadasana, so mountain pose. So when you come into mountain pose, you want your feet to be nice and wide as your hips. And if you're further along in your pregnancy and you feel you want a wider step, go ahead and do what feels comfortable for you and your baby. So let's meet at the top of the mat in Tadasana with feet as wide as your hips or more. And drop your hands by your side. So with pregnancy and with nausea and things like that, I'm learning that the posture starts to slouch because of pain, and you find a more comforting position, perhaps with a slouched chest. So we really need to work on our upper bodies and be conscious of our posture and start to open up the shoulders and the chest. Release any tension that you might be holding and try your best to rotate the shoulders back, squeezing the shoulder blades slightly together, and turning the palms open will help in that shoulder rotation. So in Tadasana, I want you to feel tall, pushing down against the floor through your toes and lifting up through the crown of your head. So your breath can be natural. Perhaps you find that the Ujjayi pranayama breath heats up your body too much, and you just want to come into your practice with a more natural breath. If you're comfortable with Ujjayi, go ahead and use that. Otherwise, breathe naturally to cool down your body. But I want you to make sure those breaths are long. Take 2 more. One more. If your eyes are closed, open and inhale. Let's just raise your right arm up. Exhale, left hand to the side of your thigh. Inhale, pull up through your right fingertips and over the ear. And exhale, just very carefully and gently reaching over the ear and maybe pushing your hips slightly over to the right. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. We do 3 in total. 2. Inhale. Engage your side body rather than dumping forward. Keep in line with your heels. 3. Inhale. And on the exhale, gather energy to come up. Hands down. Inhale. Raise your left arm up. Exhale. Place the right hand onto your outer thigh. Inhale, reach up through the fingertips, preparing, aligning yourself, and starting to go over to the right, pushing your hips slightly to the left. Hold this, hold your neck. 3. Try not to slouch or lean forward. 2. Remaining stacked on top of your feet. Exhale. Last one, feeling a nice opening on the left side body. Doesn't have to be too extreme. Exhale, come back up. Hands down. Inhale, circle your arms up. Exhale, slowly start to seat or sit. So as you sit, I want you to be mindful of your lower back. Start to point the tailbone down, flattening out your spine. Stay here. Inhale, already charging up the legs. Exhale, maybe getting the chest lower towards the thighs. 2, inhale, getting heavy in your legs. Exhale, making space for your belly. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, you fall forward, coming onto your fingertips or onto some blocks if you need it. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And on the exhale, bend your knees. Create space for the belly as it enters through the thighs. Now hang your head and grab the elbows. I want to hang out for 3 breaths. Just taking in all that benefit of coming into this first inversion, letting the blood flow into the head. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, you release, dropping your fingertips down. And then on the inhale, you bend your knees slightly to engage the thighs and lift your torso halfway. Circle your arms out and behind you to exhale, interlock the fingers behind your lower back. Inhale, open the chest, open your collarbone and try and pull your knuckles backwards. Exhale, we're going to fall forward, bending your right knee but straightening out the left knee. Let your torso twist now over to the left. Feel more of an open twist for your belly and drop your knuckles over to the right. Let your head hang for 2 more breaths. Exhale. I want you to breathe slowly in this Vinyasa practice. On the exhale, let's go and switch it to the other side. Inhale, bend your left knee, straighten out the right, and exhale, open twist, create space for the belly, and let your arms swing over to the left as you look up to the right. Hold it. 3. Breathing slowly, opening the chest. 2, getting a little stretch in the leg. Exhale, this time you're in the right leg is straight. 3, inhale, last one. And on the exhale, come back to center. Inhale, release your hands, drop your fingertips down and lengthen. And on the exhale, place your hands flat. Take a small step back, the distance for downward facing dog. Stay here. Inhale, 3 breaths. Still another inversion pose, letting the blood roll and fall down into your face. 2, inhale, you need to resist your hands to feel that push and length coming into your spine. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, eyes looking forward. Let's look forward and shift your shoulders. Inhale, I want you to step your legs back, or step your feet back rather, so that you come into a long plank. Inhale, try and feel that flat line. And on the exhale, bend your knees, tuck your tailbone, and bend your elbows. So we're going to avoid up dog. We're going to push up into tabletop. And on the exhale, I want you to round into an angry cat pose. And then inhale, coming into a happy cow. Lift your tailbone and lift your chest. And on the exhale, push down in through your toes and come back into down dog. Maybe walking your feet in. Stay here, 3 more breaths. So remember, you can open your legs wider if you're feeling that your belly is being compressed. Open the legs wider. Do what feels comfortable in the stage of your pregnancy. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, lift the heels high and round your shoulders and your heart forward over the hands. Look at your right hand. Inhale, step your right foot to the outside of your right hand. And on the exhale, you may need to slide your left foot back. Can stay on your hands or maybe come onto your forearms or come onto some blocks. From there, I want to stay for 3 breaths. Keeping your left leg engaged. Right now, when you're coming to your pregnancy, you can gain some more flexibility. So it might feel comfortable just to dump your pelvis down, but I want you to engage it, hug the inner thighs towards each other, and lift the hips upwards. 1 more. Let's focus more on strengthening. And exhale, place your hands underneath the shoulders. Lift up. Inhale. Gather energy and step your left foot to the outside of the left hand. And on the exhale, sit low into a deep squat and place your hands in prayer at your heart center. Inhale, hands in namaskar, elbows on top of knees as you push down and lift the chest. And on the exhale, we won't stay here too long. Let's drop the fingertips and slowly push. Inhale, lengthen the spine. And on the exhale, let's heel toe our feet even wider so they come off the mat. heels slightly out. Inhale, lengthen once more. And on the exhale, you can either fall forward. If it's too much, stay here. And if you want some more, you can fall forward and reach your hands through your legs and behind you. With the fingers walking back, I can almost pull my chest in between my legs. I don't want to go too deep. I don't want to feel a crunch on my belly. Just want to gain some benefit on lengthening my hamstrings as well as my back. So I'm going to stay right here to leaning forward. So the sensation is leaning into my toes rather than into my heels. One more. Inhale. On the exhale, you release, placing your hands underneath your shoulders so you can push up. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. And let's heel toe our feet back to the mat. Hips width or wider. Bend into the knees, keep your hands to the floor, and inhale, coming into this wide chair, Utkata, tuck your tailbone and reach your arms up. On the exhale, slowly push off the feet. Inhale, stand up. And exhale, hands down. So with my pregnancy, I notice I can get a little bit dizzy coming up and down, so I need to take it nice and slow. Using the breath, inhale, let's repeat doing the left side. And exhale, bending your knees, sitting low, keep your arms up. Inhale, stay here, 3. Working on the legs, exhale. 2, inhale, try and get rid of any curve in the lower back. Be conscious and point the tailbone down, flatten out the spine. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, fall forward. Inhale, let's come into a flat back. And the exhale, place your hands flat. Let's step it back into a downward facing dog. Pressing into the hands and letting go of your head. Looking back towards your chest, 3 breaths. Exhale, rather than forcing the chin towards your chest, just let your head go. 2. Exhale. 3, inhale. On the exhale, I want you to lean your shoulders forward and step your feet back. Inhale, coming into a plank. Exhale, drop your knees, lean forward for a chaturanga. Inhale, push up, table. And exhale, round, pushing into your shins and your hands. Inhale, cow pose. Stretching the belly slightly. And exhale, tuck your toes, push, and move back into down dog. Walk the feet slightly forward. Stay here, 3 more breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale. Strengthening the shoulders and the back as you lengthen. 3, inhale. Push off your hands. And on the exhale, I want you to look forward at your left hand and round your spine as you lift the heels. Inhale, step your left foot to the outside of the hand. On the exhale, slide your right toes back. You can stay on your hands, drop your forearms on blocks or forearms on floor. Any option, 3 breaths. Remember, rather than dumping, lift your hips and engage the right thigh. 2, hug your left inner thigh towards your shoulder and side body. Exhale. 3, inhale. Exhale, place your hands under the shoulders. Inhale, push up. Get ready to launch your right leg. And exhale, feet to the outside of the hands and sit low between your feet. Inhale, coming into a deep squat, hands in namaskar, elbows on top of knees. Exhale, pump your chest in towards the thumbs. Drop your fingertips down. Inhale, lift the hips slowly, halfway. Exhale, stay here. Inhale, flat back, lengthen. Heel toe your feet even wider. Off the mat, heels out, toes in. Exhale, you can stay here or you can again fall forward. So you can take that same variation of walking your fingertips through. If you want, you can instead bring your hands out to the side and grab the outer edges of your ankles to help the pull of your head, crown of your head to the floor. So if you're pulling, you also want a sensation of leaning and falling forward. 2 more breaths. Keep your thighs active. Exhale, pressing your kneecaps up into the thigh. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, you release. Place your hands under shoulders. Inhale, press the floor and lengthen. Exhale, nice and slow, heel toe the feet back in. Hips width or wider. Inhale, bend your knees, sit in your chair. Exhale, keep your fingertips on the floor. Slowly inhale, reach your arms up. Press into your feet. Exhale, stand tall. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, hands down. Let's do a new Vinyasa. Starting from the top. Inhale, I'll take you through. Reach your arms up. On the exhale, sit into your chair. Inhale, tuck your tailbone and lengthen your flat back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. Exhale, hands to the floor. And you're going to step your left leg back. Okay, so press into your left hand and come into a gentle twist. Inhale, reach your right arm up. Exhale, hug the right inner thigh, keep the knee over the ankle, and start to open twist your chest. Hold for 3. Keep your left leg active. Exhale. 2, keep rotating your chin towards your right shoulder. 3, keep lifting energy upwards through your fingertips. And on the exhale, look down, and I want you to keep your right arm up as you look down. Inhale, roll onto your left heel and spin your right toes out. You're going to heel toe your right foot to the center of the mat, coming into this first variation of side plank. A lot of strength here now into your left shoulder. Option 1, or option 2, you can stack your feet on top of each other, toes touch, heels apart. Any option, 3 breaths. Exhale, working your side core to your obliques. Exhale, can you lift the hips a little bit higher? 3, inhale. Slowly keep your arm up as you look down and turn into plank. Inhale. Both hands on the floor. Exhale, drop your knees. Small chaturanga. You push up into tabletop. And exhale, round your spine. Inhale, curl into cow pose. And exhale, tuck your toes, slide back into down dog, walking the feet in. Inhale, stay here, your 3 breaths. Exhale, each time coming into down dog a little bit more easily. 2, inhale. Finding more length in the pose. 3, inhale. On the exhale, shift all the weight into your right foot. Point your right toes back. And inhale, extend your right leg up. Open the hip. And exhale, bend the knee. Keep pressing into your hands. Point the right knee high. Exhale. Now look forward. Inhale, hug your right knee into the right elbow or to the outside of the right arm. And exhale, step the foot forward to the outside of your hand. From there, you're going to drop the left knee down for support, lift your right palm, and heel toe your right foot to the center on the inside of right hand. From there, untuck your left toes, push off your right foot, and lift your chest. Inhale. Start to sit low, as well as tuck your tailbone in and hug your inner thighs towards the midline of the mat. I want to lift the sides of the waist, so try and grab hold of your ribs and imagine lifting yourself up as you sit down. Hold it for 3. Exhale. 2, inhale, lifting myself up. Exhale, hugging my inner thighs towards the center line. 3, inhale. Keep that lift in your ribs. Exhale, hold it, and inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, hands down, framing your right foot. Inhale, push off your right heel, flex. And align your hips over the left knee. Slide your right heel forward. Inhale, hold. 3 breaths, stretching out your right leg. 2, if you need to create some space for the belly, you can always move the foot out to the side. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, bend into your right knee and lean forward. Inhale, untuck or tuck your left toes, lift the knee, and lift your arms behind you. Exhale, interlock the fingers. Inhale, pull the knuckles back to lift the chest off the thigh. You can stay here as option 1, or option 2, you can open the right knee and drop your shoulder to the inside of the calf, lifting your arms up. Stay here. Any option, 3 breaths. With your torso high or dropping low. 2, inhale, focus your gaze. And keep your thighs hugging towards each other. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, hold and start to push off your right foot. Inhale, lift up. Frame your right foot. And exhale, hands nice and flat. Inhale, heel toe, or lift your right palm and heel toe your foot to the outside of the mat. Exhale, place your hand down. Get ready to launch your left foot forward. Inhale, step it forward. And on the exhale, sit low in between your ankles. Inhale, hands in namaskar, elbows on top of knees. And exhale, press your chest into your thumbs. Inhale, drop your fingertips down, lengthen your spine slowly, heart opens, inhale. And then exhale, again, heel toe your feet off the mat nice and wide. Heels out, toes in. Inhale, lengthen. This is again your option 1. Option 2, you can either repeat pulling your fingers back through the legs, or you can keep your hands in line with your toes and start to drop your head forward to create a tripadika, a tripod stand with your head and hands. Stay here, see if you can lengthen. Exhale. 2, inhale. Finding length, exhale. 3, getting rid of any curvature in your spine. Exhale, push off your hands. Inhale, look forward and come up halfway. And exhale, hands down, heel toe your feet back in. Hips width or wider. Inhale, sit low, keep your fingertips touching. Exhale, lean back. Slowly come into your chair pose, Utkata. Tuck your tailbone in and exhale, stand tall. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, Tadasana. Breathe here, 1 breath. Exhale. Other side. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, bend into your knees, sit in your chair. Exhale, tuck your tailbone nice and flat. Hold your chair, inhale. And exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen. And exhale, hands flat. We're going to step our right foot back. Inhale, nice and long. And exhale, bringing all the weight into your right hand. Stack the shoulder. Inhale, simple twist. Creating space for your belly. 3 breaths. We look up. Keep your right knee engaged, nice and high. 2, inhale. Left knee stacked on top of ankle. 3, inhale, last one. And on the exhale, you look down. But keep your left arm up. Inhale, roll onto your right heel. And exhale, turn your left toes out. Inhale, heel toe your feet towards the center of the mat. And exhale, stack your shoulders and push your hips forward. Option 1, side plank. Option 2, step your foot on top of the right. Toes touch, heels apart. 3 breaths. Inhale. Working your obliques. Exhale. Push off your right hand. 2, I know it's tough. Hold. Exhale. 3, inhale. On the exhale, keep your arm up as you look down. Inhale. Turn and come into plank. Both hands down. Exhale, drop your knees for chaturanga. Inhale, push up. Table. Exhale, round into cat. Inhale, cow pose. And exhale, tuck your toes, down dog. Walk the feet slightly forward. Inhale, press in down dog for 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Now shift all the weight into your right foot. Point your left toes back. Inhale, raise your left leg up. Open the hip. And on the exhale, bend the left knee. Inhale, keep pointing the left knee high. And keep that rotation, exhale. Now look forward. Inhale, hug your left knee into the left shoulder to the outside. And exhale, step the foot forward. Okay, so from here, you're going to lift your left hand and drop the right knee and heel toe your left foot in, hips width apart. Inhale, press off the left foot and come up. Exhale, you can either press onto the thigh if you need the support as you sit low. Untuck the toes. Tuck your tailbone. And if you want, you can start to help and assist your waist up. Hold. 3. Exhale. 2, in. Actively hugging my inner thighs and actively tucking the tailbone. 3, inhale. Exhale, you hold the waist and inhale, reach your arms up. And on the exhale, hands down, framing your left foot. Inhale, push off the left heel and lengthen. Exhale, adjust your seat, hips over heel, knee, and left toes curl. Inhale, hands on blocks or floor. Exhale, create space for your belly and pull the left hamstring. 2, inhale, the more I curl my toes, the more I can feel it now traveling into my calf. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, bend into the left knee. And inhale, tuck your right toes, lift the knee and arms back. Exhale, interlock the fingers. Inhale, reach your knuckles down as you lift the chest. Exhale, option 1 here, or option 2, drop your left shoulder to the inside of the calf. Stay here. Inhale, hugging your hips in towards the center line of the mat. 2, inhale. Keep your legs engaged, nice and high. Don't dump the thighs. 3, inhale. And on the exhale, stay. Push off your left foot. And inhale, lift the chest as you drop your hands. And exhale, lift the left palm and heel toe your foot to the outer edge of the mat. Inhale, step your right foot to the outside of the right hand. And exhale, sit low between your feet. Deep squat and inhale, hands in namaskar, elbows on top of knees. And exhale, push your chest towards the thumbs. Inhale, drop your fingertips and slowly lift the hips halfway. And exhale, fold. Inhale, heel toes your feet off the mat, heels out, toes in. And again, exhale. You can take any variation. If you liked grabbing your ankles and pulling, go ahead. If you liked walking your fingers forward or just finding that tripod, go ahead and take any variation. Or maybe you want to focus opening on the chest and take this new variation of interlocking again and folding forward. So let's choose any variation that you need today or you need to repeat. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. Last one. Inhale. And slowly release where you are and place the hands underneath the shoulders. Inhale, press through the hands and lengthen your elbows and spine. And exhale, heel toe your feet back onto the mat, hips width or less or wider. Bend into your knees, sit in your chair. And inhale, tuck your tailbone, reach your arms next to the ears. Exhale, push off your feet. Inhale, lift up. And exhale, Tadasana. Stay here. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Inhale. Well done. Exhale. 3. Inhale. So we're now coming into our third type of vinyasa. It's going to be a little bit similar, but adding on some new postures. Let's go back into the practice. Inhale, reach your arms up. Stay tall, but sit. Exhale, Utthata. Inhale, tuck your tailbone, flatten out the spine, and exhale, fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, hands nice and flat. Inhale, extend your left leg back. And exhale, press into your left hand. Inhale, simple twist, reach your right arm up. Exhale, hold. 2 more. In. Exhale, look up. 1 more. In. On the exhale, you look down and roll. Keep your right arm up. Roll to the left heel. Inhale. Heel toe your right foot to the center. First variation of side plank, or you can take the second, or I'll introduce a third where you drop your right foot behind you. Instead of rotating and looking up, we're going to stay at side plank, facing the right side of the mat, but reaching the right arm over the ear and pushing your hips up. Hold for 3. Exhale. 2. Inhale. Exhale. Now feeling some stretch in your right side as well as crunching in the left. 3. Inhale. Now exhale, look down and roll into plank. Inhale, hold, high plank. Exhale, drop knees, chaturanga. Push up into tabletop. And exhale, round, push into the tops of your toes. Inhale, cow pose. Tuck your tailbone and exhale, down dog. Walk the feet slightly forward. Inhale, lengthen. Exhale. 2 more. In. Exhale. 3. Inhale. And on the exhale, we're going to shift all the weight into your left foot. And inhale, extend your right leg up. And on the exhale, open hip and bend the knee. Already looking forward at the right hand. Inhale, step your right foot to the outside of the hand. And this time we're going to roll your left heel in 45 degrees. So here we change the sequence in vinyasa. Inhale, turn to the left side of the mat. Keep your feet nice and wide. Right toes pointing forward. Left foot 45. Reach up. And on the exhale, you're going to open your arms, bend your right elbow, and place it on top of the thigh. So from here, I'm going to grab my ribs, slide them open, and inhale, reach the left arm up. And over the ear, exhale, look up at my fingertips. Hold for 3. Parsvakona. Exhale, side angle. 2. Inhale, feel that side angle in your left ribs and arm. An extension of your left leg. 3. Inhale. On the exhale, I want you to look down at your right foot and circle your left arm. Inhale, circle both arms up to join the palms. And exhale, come into warrior 2, bending into the right knee and looking over right shoulder. Hold it for 3 more. Exhale, working those legs. 2 more. Inhale, hold your arms. Exhale, shoulder height. 3. Inhale. Now exhale, open your right hand to reverse your warrior. Straighten out the right leg. Find some relief. And on the exhale, stand up and place your hands on the hips. I want you to keep your right foot pointing out. So we're going to point our left heel in, toes out on both sides. Inhale, stay here nice and tall. On the exhale, bend your knees out over the toes and sit. Inhale, slide your hands down on the inner thigh, pressing onto the inner knees, the heel of your hand. And on the exhale, we'll start to twist by dropping the left shoulder in and turning your face and torso to the right. You should feel pressure now of the knees being pushed out and enjoying that inner thigh and inner groin stretch. We hold it for 2 more, keeping your neck and torso long. Exhale. 1 more. Inhale. Exhale, come back to center. Inhale, stay here nice and tall. And on the exhale, pressing your heel of the hand and pushing and dropping your right shoulder in. Hold. 3. Exhale. 2. In. Exhale. 1. In. And on the exhale, back to center. Inhale, push off your feet and stand tall, arms up. And on the exhale, you rotate your left heel out, 45. And exhale, bend into your right knee, hands down, framing your right foot. Inhale, lift the right hand and heel toe your right foot even wider. And exhale, get ready to step your left foot to the outside of the hand. Inhale, step. And we sit, exhale, nice and low. Hands in the namaskar, elbows on top of knees. And exhale, press your chest into the thumbs. Fingertips down and inhale, lift your hips, lengthen your spine. And exhale, forward fold. This time, I'm going to grab the heels. I'm going to keep them this width of my mat instead of going wider, unless I need it for my belly and baby. So stay there. Now that's a bit of a challenge to get the crown of my head to the floor. So for those of you that are quite flexible, it's better to keep your feet this less of a width and challenge your spine to grow longer and flatter. 3, inhale. And exhale, you release. Inhale, bend into your knees. Keeping the fingertips on the floor. Reach your arms up and inhale, tuck your tailbone and push up. Exhale, hands down. Well done. Inhale, find your balance. Breathe. Find some release of tension. 2 more. Inhale. Getting quite hot now. Exhale. 3, inhale. And exhale. We just do the other side and we're done. Inhale, reach your arms up. And exhale, bend your knees and sit. Utkata. Inhale, tuck your tailbone, flatten out the spine. And exhale, forward fold. Inhale, lengthen your spine. And exhale, place your hands nice and flat. Inhale, extend your right leg back. And exhale, place your right hand under shoulder. Simple twist. Inhale, keep your right knee active, left arm up. Exhale, stack your shoulders for 3 breaths. 1, inhale. Exhale. 2, inhale. Exhale. 3, inhale. Now exhale, look down, but keep your left arm up. Inhale, roll onto your right heel and turn your left toes out. Heel the foot to the center of the mat. First variation of side plank. Variation 2, toes touch, or variation 3, foot behind you. With that extra support in variation 3, you could perhaps drop your left arm over the ear and push your hips up higher. Any option, 3 breaths. Exhale. 2, inhale, really working your obliques, side body, and strengthening your right shoulder as well. 3, inhale. Now look down and roll to your center plank. Inhale, hold high plank. Exhale, drop the knees for a chaturanga. Push up, tabletop. Exhale, press into the tops of the toes and shins for a rounded cat pose. Inhale, cow pose. Lift the tailbone, pull the mat towards your knees. And exhale, tuck your toes to push into down dog. Walk your feet slightly in. Stay here, 3 breaths. Exhale. 2 more. Exhale. 3. Now shift the weight into your right foot. Point your left toes back. Inhale, lift your left leg high. Exhale, open the hip, bend the knee. Inhale, look forward and step your foot to the outside of the left hand. This time you roll your right heel down 45 degrees. Inhale, turn to the right side of your mat and circle your arms up. Breathe in. And as you breathe out, you open your arms, bend the left knee, bend the left elbow, and place your forearm on top of thigh. Look down. Inhale, grab your ribs, turn your belly button, peel your heart open and reach your right arm up. And exhale, extend the arm over the ear in Parsvakona. Look up at your fingertips. Hold it. 3. Really squeezing my glutes under. 2. Keeping that resistance off my left thigh. 3. Really feeling that side angle. And on the exhale, you look down, drop your right arm and draw a big circle. Inhale, circle your arms up. And exhale, warrior 2, bend the left knee, open the arms out and look over left shoulder, hold it for 3. Pointing my tailbone down, exhale. 2, holding my arms, exhale. 3, last one. And on the exhale, open left palm and inhale, reverse your warrior, straighten the left leg. And this time, as you come up, hands on hips, but we're going to pivot. Toes in and heels out. So from here, I want you to inhale, lengthen, and interlock your fingers. Open the chest, and on the exhale, pull the knuckles behind you and down. Inhale, lift your heart upwards, and on the exhale, you start to lean forward, dropping your head down and reaching your arms up and over. Stay here. So if you're finding your head meets the floor quite easily, like I explained before, walking the feet slightly in is going to help challenge your spine. 3, inhale. Exhale, opening the shoulders. 4, inhale, we're holding it for 6. Exhale. 5, inhale. Exhale. 6, inhale. Exhale, slowly start to lift. And inhale, release your hands under shoulders and press. And on the exhale, you're going to slightly turn the feet out and bend your knees. With the help of hands on thighs, you inhale, stand up. Hands on hips, and exhale. Rotate your right heel out. Left toes point forward. Inhale. Circle your arms to touch the ground. Exhale, framing your left foot, lifting the left hand and heel toeing the foot out. And inhale, step your right foot outside of the hand. And exhale, sit in your deep squat. Well done. So now we're coming to the end of the practice with hands in namaskar, elbows on knees. And we'll start to slow it down here. I want you to stay now for 3 breaths, lengthening the spine, really working. 2, inhale, lifting and pumping the chest, up and forward. 3, last one. Now, hands down, but you're going to sit low. Inhale, find your seat in any way, and on the exhale, open the feet, or open the knees and join the feet together. Inhale, as you grab hold of the feet, rather than rounding your spine, I want you to focus on finding a flat spine. So if this is really uncomfortable for you and you feel that you're curving quite a lot, I recommend lifting your seat by placing a few blankets underneath your sitting bones. This will help you to flatten out your spine and find some release of tension in your lower back. So from there, I'm quite actively pressing my knees downwards, as well as pressing and rolling my inner thighs out. From there, I want you to actively press. So this is a good option 1. You can either choose to stay here if it feels good, especially if you're quite far along in your pregnancy and your belly is starting to dominate space. If you're able to, you can start to forward fold maybe even placing some blocks underneath your head, or maybe you can use your hands, your fists. In my case, I don't want to press my belly too much, so I'm gonna stay on my forearms, or maybe even, since I don't have any blocks handy, create a support with my hands and elbows pressing into the ground. Now, with the support of my head, which is heavy, I can start to relax. Feel the opening in my hips. And start to calm down my breath. So you could even use this moment to give yourself a little massage on the face. So if you have any tension or migraines, it's good to use the thumbs between the eyebrows and almost roll the eyebrows out, bringing pressure and coming into the sides of your crown. And you can repeat this movement a few times from the bridge of the nose and slowly rolling your eyebrow bone out into your temples and towards your crown. Or you can choose to stay still, finding your blocks, or maybe even finding a pillow if you have a nice yoga bolster. Use that to hug. Just stay here now. One more breath and we're done. And on the exhale, open your eyes, press your hands down. Inhale, walk yourself up. We're going to keep our right knee bent, and we're just going to straighten out the left leg. So let's open the leg, or you can keep more of a 90-degree angle between your legs. Or if you're a bit more flexible, you can go out even wider. So I'm just going to choose to stay at 90, just to not overstretch myself. And first I'm going to stay orientated on top of my pelvis, so between my 90-degree angle of legs, I'm going to stay forward and start to fall forward. So again, this forward folding action, similar to before, but I'm going to keep my left foot active. So as you can see, my toes are curling, my heels pushing out, and I'm actively pushing my left knee down. When I actively push my left knee down and press into my seat, I can find length now in my spine. Stay here, holding my neck rather than closing the back of my neck. I want the blood to flow and feel my neck as an extension of the spine. So rather than looking forward, it's best to point the nose downwards and feel the back of the neck pushing up. One more. Inhale. Now on the exhale, you press your hands to sit up, or you're perhaps sitting up already. And inhale. You can place your left hand to the inside of the knee, add pressure towards the inner knee, and reach your right arm up. Perhaps your hand is getting nice and flat on the floor, and I want you to reach the back of the neck and open your armpit. Open the ribs and really resist the inner knee with your forearm and wrist. And feel a nice stretch coming into your right side. Hold this. So I might start to come on my fingertips and advance my left hand forward. 2, inhale. But I want to stay nice and active and lifting. 3. On the exhale, you push to come up. Drop both hands and let's change sides. Inhale, bend your left knee and straighten out the right. And exhale, finding that 90-degree angle of your legs. Or if you want, if you're quite flexible, you can open even wider. From there, I want you to keep your torso straight in between that angle. And exhale, start to forward fold. So again, you might be sitting on a blanket or a few folded blankets. And you might need to just stay right here with arms straight. Avoid leaning forward and rounding your spine. You want to find length. So if you're here, that's okay. Focus on your spine, focusing on flattening it out, as well as feeling the benefits of your legs being stretched. So press your right knee down, curl your right toes, pushing the heel forward. And with time and with practice, you'll be able to forward fold. So don't push yourself if you're not there yet. Actively through your forearms and through your right leg and your hips, you start to lengthen the spine. And remember, point the nose downwards to feel your neck as an extension of your spine. We hold it just for 3. Exhale. 2. Exhale. 3. Open your eyes and exhale, press into your hands. Inhale, come up, walk your hands back. And now we come into our gentle side and open stretch. So we're going to place our hand on the inside of the knee and really press the wrist into the leg. So as you notice, as I press, I'm able to open. From there, I'm going to lift my left arm up and over the ear. And if I want some more, I could always come onto my fingertips and walk that right hand forward. Stay here, opening the armpit, pointing the elbow up. Exhale. The focus is on my left side body. 2, inhale, holding my neck. And if I want, I could grab the head, adding some support. 3, inhale. Last one. And on the exhale, push the hand to come up. Well done. We're coming into the final resting pose now. So if you're coming into your second trimester, you probably want to avoid lying on your back. So if you have 2 blocks, actually I need to go and find some. It's better to have some blocks handy or even a bolster and place 1 block nice and tall. And we're going to use the other block, or actually maybe not too tall, maybe 1 block on the medium height, 1 block on the lowest. And we're coming into Baddha Kona, so your feet are in this butterfly shape. Get your heels away from your hips. And you're going to align the center block in between your shoulder blades. So this is going to help lift you, a nice support. And the other block, we're going to place it underneath the head. So make sure your neck is long. Your chest is being lifted. And you're allowing some weight to go into your hips rather than feeling the weight coming all into your spine. So if you want, you can rest your hands onto your belly, connecting with your baby, and ending your practice here. So I just want to stay with you for a few seconds to relax the body, and end your mind, and closing your practice. Giving yourselves a big well done for finding time, finding a moment where the body feels stable so that you can practice and feel strength. Important to take advantage of those small moments in the day to strengthen our bodies, preparing for the birth and preparing for our recovery. So with your hands, I just want you to relax them on top of the belly. Letting your heart go, letting your shoulders relax. Doing any small adjustment to feel completely comfortable in your body. So to close the practice, you can either stay here if it's starting to feel uncomfortable to lie on your back. I invite you to come up with me. If not, you can stay here a little bit longer. And if you do want to come up with me, close your knees together, rolling to the right side of your hip, and use your arm to press yourself back up from the side. So thank you for joining me for practice. Namaste.